Hello, my name is Romeo and welcome to my YouTube channel. I have been working in Thailand as a teacher for the last 5 years, and I remember during my first days here, I had a lot of challenges in terms of getting a platform where I could have my questions answered in terms of what kind of documents or qualifications I needed to start my teaching career. So that prompted me to make this video to help you out there. Welcome. Now I will talk about the 5 most important documents or qualifications that you need to work as a teacher in Thailand. Number 1, you will need a bachelor's degree. Having copies of your bachelor's degree attested by the relevant authorities in your country is the first step towards ensuring you are ready to relocate to Thailand to work as a teacher. So in different countries have different rules on how they do this. Some can request you to do it through the Ministry of Education or maybe the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and finally you will have them attested by the Royal Thai Embassy in your country. Step number 2 or document number 2, you will need an English language proficiency certificate. This can be a TEFL if you're a native speaker, and if you're a non-native speaker, most of the time they usually need you to have a TOEIC certificate. So that is a very important document that you need to remember always before making an application to any school. Number 3, you will need a police clearance certificate, and this will be from your home country where your fingerprints or your biometrics will be taken. Then they will issue you with a police clearance certificate. Although when you arrive in Thailand too, they will request you to go and apply for one as a standard procedure. Document number 4, we have the visa and the work permit, and usually these two work hand in hand. So there are 2 visas that can help you get a job, although we have only one visa that can guarantee you a job, and that is a non-B, or you can call it a non-immigrant visa here. But also you can travel to Thailand as a tourist, then you can move from school to school seeking for opportunities or vacancies, and in case you get an offer and sign a contract, then you can exit the country to do what we call a visa run, or you can go back to your home country to get the non-immigrant visa. So basically, if you are abroad and a school happens to give you a contract, then you will use that contract with your other documents to get a non-immigrant visa. Or alternatively, you can travel to Thailand as a tourist. As you enjoy the beautiful scenery in Thailand, you can move from school to school or use the online platforms here, which I will be attaching to this video. At the end of the video, you can have a look at them. They will be of great help. So those are the 2 types. Actually, we only have one type of visa that can give you a job, but the other one is like a stepping stone to getting a job. Then you will also need a work permit. Thailand has different provinces, and I think almost all the provinces have the same requirements. Most of the documents that you will use to get a non-immigrant visa are the same documents which will help you to get a work permit. Only that now with the work permit, you will need to also produce a medical certificate here from the approved medical practitioners to get a work permit. So usually in Thailand they offer a 1-year non-immigrant visa, meaning you will also get a 1-year working permit. So when your visa gets to expire, your work permit expires too. Yeah. Then in between, after every 3 months, when you are in Thailand, you will be reporting to the immigration department, yeah, to notify your residence or your address. So in case you change your residence, then you need to notify the authorities based on the same. Failure to do that, it comes with huge fines, and sometimes it might even cause you trouble with your job, or it might cost you a job. Then document number 5, we have a teaching license, which will be applied on your behalf by the school or the agency, and it will be issued by the Teachers Council of Thailand. Yeah. So you will be given a 2-year, we have 2 options where you can be given a 2-year temporary working license, or you can go for the 5-year teaching license. Meaning, if you go for the 5-year teaching license, then you must have a teaching qualification, meaning your bachelor's degree should be teaching related. But let's say, for instance, you have a bachelor's degree in banking or agriculture, then you will have to go for a temporary teaching license. Then you can prepare yourself to take a diploma course or a bachelor's degree in education. So if you don't have a bachelor's degree in education, you are given up to 3 waivers, where 1 temporary teaching license can serve you for 2 years. After 2 years, you will apply for an extension for another 2 years, meaning you will have a total of 6 years. By the end of the 6 years period, and you are not able to acquire a teaching qualification, then you will find it very difficult to be given a visa again. But if your qualification is a teaching qualification, then you have no problem. I think the temporary teaching license waivers can be endless for that case. So in case you have questions, you can just write them on the comment sections below. I will be able to respond to you. Please don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, and thank you so much for taking your time to watch.